Hello friends. This is definitely not the normal setup for me and not the normal introduction for a video, especially for a TBR. Like, I would just sit down, plop down, show you all the books. But if you read the title, you know today's video is a little bit different because I am building my first ever TBR jar. So I did take a poll on Instagram. If you'd like to be, involved in that, you can follow me there. But I took a poll on if I should pick my February TBR or if I should build a TBR jar for this month. And the results showed the majority very interested in a TBR jar. So I've never built one before. Gonna kick it off with that information, but I did go to Michael's earlier. Don't mind that I'm back in my pajama pants, okay? I like to be cozy. But I went to Michael's earlier and I wanted to show you what I picked up. Right now, all their Valentine's Day stuff is on sale. So I did get this for the bookshelf. But things that are TBR jar related, I got, the jar that I'm going to be using. I thought it was precious. Oh, so cute. And then I got some heart stickers that I think I'll put on the little papers. And I got this sweetheart craft paper pad that had so many pretty papers. And I honestly thought this size would be good for writing TBR prompts. So we have all the things we need to make the jar. My concern currently is the categories. So I'm gonna sit down, do a little research, decide on some TBR jar prompts, and then I will start making them, and then we will get to actually building my TBR for the month. I hope you are excited for what you signed up for. I know this is a little different, but I thought it'd be really fun and give you maybe some ideas to make your own. I'm pretty excited to give this a go. I hope it'll help me read a lot of my physical books this year. So without further ado, it's research time, and I will clue you in on what's going on after that. So I have my list of TBR prompts here. Did a lot of different research to find them, so you can totally screenshot this if you are making your own and want some ideas, but there are mine. I'm going to, I think, start on the actual prompts. So I don't know if I need to do it this way or not, but I think I'm gonna start writing them all down to go in the jar. Honestly, this has been really fun to do, and not I thought this would be really overwhelming, but honestly, it's pretty simple and fun so far. If you guys have any TBR prompts that I don't have on this list that you think I should add to my jar, please let me know. I would be so interested because you can deep dive on that super quickly. But anyways, I'm gonna open this, start writing them down. There's some really cute scrapbook paper in here, so I'm excited to start writing them down and putting them into the jar. And then we can actually go choose it, which will be the most exciting part. Have them prepared and ready to write on, and I'm trying to debate if I should put the little heart stickers on there just because they're so cute. I might, I might just. and there we have it. They're all in there. So now for the fun part. Okay, here we are with our book cart, which honestly, it needs some work. I should really spruce it up, but you know, here we are. And we have our handy dandy TBR jar. So look how cute it's gonna look on the cart first. Look how cute the sweater is. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready for this video, and I'm ready to pick this TBR, especially because we are running a little bit behind this month, but you know, it's still gonna be fun, and that's really what matters. I did want to quickly talk about a few books that are coming out this month that I'm excited about. If you are interested in them, you should pick them up too. Look to your local library for these books too, you guys, because I was able to get waitlisted on a few of these that are coming out later in the month, and I'm like number 1 or 2 to receive it. I do have a smaller library. I'm lucky in that way, but definitely check your libraries first. So without further ado, here are a few books that are coming out this month that I'm excited about, and then we'll get into picking our TBR for the month. So before we get into the TBR, I wanted to share those new releases coming out that I'm excited for, starting with 2 that have already released by the time I'm filming this and getting it uploaded. But these 2 came out on the 6th of February. The first being Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I feel like everyone has been talking about this book coming out. It's Ali Hazelwood's first fantasy book, and I know a lot of people are feeling like it's gonna give Twilight. This one is about an alliance between a vampire bride and an alpha werewolf. And it goes from there. That's all I need to know truly to be interested in this. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick this up at some point soon, hopefully. And the other book that just came out is The Teacher by Freida McFadden. This one is a thriller revolving around a high school math teacher who seemingly has a very normal, happy life, but there are rumors at her school about a teacher-student relationship. The student that's involved seems to be doing things to keep her secrets close. So that is that one. I eat up a quick thriller read, so I'd really like to get to this one soon as well. Next, on the 20th, there are 2 releases that I'm excited about. The first one being A Tempest of Tea. This one is written by the same author who wrote We Hunt the Flame, I think. I have that on my shelf. I have not gotten around to reading it. I definitely need to do that. But this one is about an orphan who gets kind of tangled up in a heist with vampires. I think she works in or runs a tea shop. That is a tea shop during the day, and then at night it kind of turns into a place where vampires come to drink blood. Don't really know all the ins and outs, but nonetheless, I feel like it's going to be quite entertaining. And the other one that comes out that day is Heartless Hunter. This one says it's a steamy game of cat and mouse between a witch and a witch hunter. Again, these are such tiny nuggets about these books, and yet it's enough to get me excited. You know what I mean? And the last 3 upcoming releases I have to talk about all come out on the 27th, starting with Lore of the Woods. This is a debut YA fantasy romance, which all sounds exciting and delectable. It's about an enchanted library, which is really what sold me to handsome fae, and of course one human who brings it all together. I mean, this just seems like a recipe for success, and I will definitely absolutely be picking this one up. I also believe this next one is a debut novel. This one is called Where the Dark Stands Still. This one is also a YA fantasy. It has kind of gothic vibes. Our main character, I think, unleashes powers, and they kind of do more harm than good, I believe. And practices of magic are kind of a no-go in this society. So she, I think, is sent into the wood and makes a deal with a monster, I think. You know, I don't need to know. I'll just be picking it up, and then maybe I'll know. Maybe I won't, but maybe then I will actually be able to tell you what this book is about. And the last release I'm excited about for February is A Fate Inked in Blood. This one is by Danielle L. Jensen. She wrote the Bridge Kingdom series that a lot of people love, and I hope to pick up as well soon. But this one is about a shield maiden. Never heard of that, but I'm interested. I'm with it. Who is blessed by the gods to kind of unite a nation under this power-hungry king. but she's dealing with growing feelings for that king's son. So I don't know, it seems interesting. Definitely something I want to pick up. But you guys, holy moly, so many releases this month that I'm excited about. Make sure you check your library, look out for these. I will definitely be reviewing them here and on my other platforms. So if you'd like to hear more about those books as I get to them, go check it out. But it's officially time for what you're here for, and that is the TBR jar. This is so exciting. Like, I almost need to take a breath. Like, this is pretty cool. So I'm going to start choosing my prompts. There are a lot of different books that I would be interested in picking up this month, so hopefully I get some good prompts for those. I do have 3 library books in my hand that are for my 3 book clubs. Well, 3 of my book clubs. I know, I need help. But The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, I'm reading for 1 book club. It's my first like full book by her. I actually have read one of her novellas and it just wasn't my favorite, so I'm giving it another go. Then The Art Thief, a true story of love, crime, and a dangerous obsession. This is a nonfiction. This is about an art thief who used to steal artwork during the day, during operating hours, and he didn't do them to sell them or make money. He did it to keep them, and he kept them all in his home. So it seems super interesting. And lastly, Scythe. I've definitely heard of this one, but know next to none about it. Thou shalt kill. A world with no hunger, no disease, no war, and no misery. Okay, those should all be really interesting to pick up. If they fit a prompt, I might put them in for it, but they are non-negotiable reads for me this month. So, okay, let's get into it. I think I will choose 5 if I don't include these. If these end up fitting prompts, I will choose more. So between 5 and 8 prompts this month. I want to be realistic with how much I tend to read. Okay, let's do our first choice out of my first TBR jar ever. Best first sentence. Oh my gosh, this is such a tricky one because I'm actually gonna have to pick out a few books. I'm not going to obviously choose from all of my unread books. I'm gonna choose a handful really quick, read the first few sentences, and choose which one sounds most interesting. Definitely want to read some contemporary romance this month, so I'm going to choose out of these 3. I'm going to read all the first sentences and then make my decision. Okay, I'm definitely torn between, out of the 3, I'm torn between By a Thread and Forget Me Not. Those are the 2 I'm torn between, but I think, oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna go with By a Thread because it talked about January winds, and it is February now, but I still feel like it's that wintry feeling, and I also really like the cover for this month. But going on sentence, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, that one's thick, so that was a brave choice by me. Okay, a 5-star prediction. I know I just already have this book out, so I'm not being very adventurous by picking it up, but I really want to read this book by Lynn Painter, Betting on You. I absolutely loved The Do-Over and Better Than the Movies, and I read The Do-Over last Valentine's Day, so I think it'd be fun to pick this up for this Valentine's Day. So that is going to be my choice. I'm really hoping it's a 5-star. Her YA slays beyond all belief. So my hope is strong in that one. Okay, that's 2 down. Next we have a book I've already started. So, okay, this is tricky. A book I've already started. I did start The Love Hypothesis literally today. So I think that will be the book I've already started because I'm not actively reading anything else right now. I just finished 2 books. So that one is gonna come into play for that because it's really the only book I'm reading right now, which is surprising. Usually I have a few more going. Okay, next is a debut novel. Okay, let me do some research here, look around, and try to find a book that fits that. I just can't remember if I have any debuts on my shelf. So let's take a look. Okay, after a bit of deliberation, looking at the shelves and thinking about the books I actually just talked about, I think I'm gonna go with Lore of the Wilds. This book is the debut romantasy that involves an enchanted library. I really want to pick this one up this month, so that one is going to be my debut novel. I'm going to go ahead and pick one more, maybe 1 or 2 more. I want to be realistic, and at this point I do have 6 that I need to read this month, and that's kind of what I tend to read. So let's do 1 more to make it 7. A seasonal pick. This one's fun because I feel like I could choose a wintry read, or I could potentially go another direction and do something like very Valentine's Day feeling, but I did already throw that one in there for Valentine's Day. So let me take a look around and see what the right choice is. I think my seasonal pick is going to be Beartown. This book is by Frederick Bachman. It is about a hockey team in this small community, and I've really been wanting to pick it up. I feel like it is kind of winter-esque. I don't know, it revolves around hockey, which I feel like is a winter sport, so that is why I'm choosing it. It's been really high on my TBR for a bit. So there are the books for this month. Obsessed with this TBR. It's perfect, and hopefully I actually get around to reading all these books. But now that they're on the book cart and they're staring at me, I know what I need to do, and that's read all these books this month. So please let me know in the comments what you're reading this month. I'm so excited to pick up some fun reads for Valentine's Day, and the prompts ended up lining exactly with that dream in mind. So I can't wait to see you in the next one. If you love the TBR jar, let me know. I can keep doing videos revolving around it. It's kind of a fun way to shop your own bookshelves. So I'm already sold on it, but hopefully we find success this month. And I guess it's that time where I have to love you and leave you. So I hope you have a great Valentine's Day, a great month of reading, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!